The time has come. I'm doing this. I'm really gonna do this. What's up, friends? This is my official first ever YouTube video. When I asked what my first video should be, people said that they wanted to do a little get to know me video, and I had some people send in questions. So we're gonna do a little get to know me video. I'm gonna start with, I think, pretty much the basics. My name's Jasmine. I'm 20 years old, born and raised in Mont Belvieu, Texas. I'm from Barbers Hill. Okay, so I have my lovely sister Isabelle here. And she's gonna be the one who's gonna ask me the questions. And she's gonna be just as excited. So let's jump into the questions.
Johnson _family_17 says, how you got inspired to do photography and be better in your own way? You changed also.
I think what inspired me the most was my best friend Nick, and he was a model. They're tearing up the house. Oh my god. But he was a model, so he would always go on photo shoots, and I always thought it was so cool that he got to go and model and take pictures. And so to this day, I'm inspired by so many photographers who are local, and some that I know personally that just absolutely inspire me daily. Christian Pena photos, Bell photos, timeless captures. The list just goes on. There's so many people that I'm just completely blown away by. Their work is amazing. So that's what inspired me to really keep going. And what was that? What was the other thing? Be better
in your own way.
Be better in my own way. I think what helps me be my best self is just who I surround myself with. I hang out with a bunch of people that I want to be more like and who I think are good for me, which kind of keeps my circle small. But I think a big thing is just never being satisfied. I just always want to keep going. I always want to be better than I was yesterday. That's my goal every single day, is to be better than I was yesterday. Even if that's at work, whenever I was at school, it was at school. Whether it's a toxic habit I have or a bad trait of mine, I just want to be better. Even if that's making my bed today and I didn't do it yesterday. I never ever want to find myself in the realm of mediocrity. So I always want to keep going and keep being better, because I refuse to be worse than I was. So that's what keeps me going.
Alright, the next one is from Sister Brianna. She says, enough about you. What about your family?
Okay, so this question is from Brianna, who is my older sister. She is 22. She's 22.
Yeah.
Okay, last time I said that, I said she was 21 and she got upset. So I'll tell you about my family. I am a family of six. I'm looking over for confirmation. Okay, so I'm gonna go down the list. There's my dad, my mom, and then I'm a middle child. I have two sisters, an older one and a younger one. My oldest is Brianna, the youngest is Isabelle, which is her right there. And then we have our little cousin that lives with us. His name is Tristan. He's actually my cousin, but he's been living with us since he was a baby, so he's technically a brother. My whole entire family is not affectionate whatsoever. There is absolutely zero I love yous, zero hugs. Nope, not at all. They're not. No. Yeah, we just don't do that. They're I want to say the last time my mom said she loved me was probably in 2012 when I was going on a plane and I thought the world was gonna end, so she told me that she loved me. We're really weird. We're definitely unorthodox. There's a lot of we pick on each other a lot. We're all very sarcastic. That's how we show our affection. My dad will say that he hates me, but it means he loves me a lot, and that's how I feel close to him. I'm closest to him when he says he hates me. I don't know if it matters. Does it matter that I'm mixed? Does it matter that mom's white? So I'm actually mixed. My dad is Hispanic, my mom is white. I don't know why I did this.
Mexican.
Okay, yeah. So my dad, I'm half and half. So if you see the white lady in my videos, it's just my mom. Like, so we don't look anything like her. She's like got bright green eyes, and she's white, and we're not. We're all brown skin, brown hair, brown eyed. We don't look anything like her. But that's the family. Isabelle's my favorite sister by far. It's Brianna. But Brianna's just really like mean and grumpy all the time. She doesn't like humans. But Isabel's cool. She's like the fun one. She's like she's cool. And then Tristan is the one that's like, he's a character. Let's just say that. So that's my family. That's a little bit about them. Me, I'm the beautiful, fun one. Who's very gifted and like comedic and talented. That's me.
These next two questions are from DK Rangeria. He asked, if you could go back to any memory of your life, where would you go?
I would go back to this past February to the cruise. It was the first cruise that we went on with my family, and we each got to like bring a friend of ours. So it was me, my mom, my dad, my sisters, and our friends, and it was so much fun. There was like comedy clubs. Like, that was the first time I got to like dance with my mom in a nightclub. Like, it was cool. Like, it was so much fun. The view was beautiful. We went to Cozumel, and at Cozumel all of us were legal. Like, my younger sister's 18. But over there, she was old enough to drink, so we all went to like
Let's just say
it was a good time. But it was an all-you-can-drink bar, so we all got to go. Like, it was just fun to get to experience that with like my whole entire friends and family. Like, we all just got to like have drinks and just see the beautiful Cozumel water. And we like kayaked, and the boat itself was just so much fun. Like, it was just endless food. It was like food after food after food. I love food. There was like filet mignon for breakfast with eggs, and it was unlimited. If you wanted 4 of them, you could have 4 of them. The food smacked. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Definitely would go back there because I loved it, and I love traveling. And so my favorite thing is my friends, family, and traveling, and that's exactly what I did. So it was a blast.
Next question is from Kaylee J. Oh wait, she said, you're amazing and I miss you. Question is, how do you remain positive through the struggles?
Not gonna lie to you, I feel like a lot of the times I don't. Or at least I haven't been. There was a big life event that happened that was kind of just like, I'm gonna cry. No, I'm just kidding. You're gonna make me cry on this one? No, we found out that Isabelle, her right here, she actually had stage 2A Hodgkin's lymphoma, which, who don't know, is a form of cancer. And so
It's cancer in the lymph nodes.
it's cancer in the lymph nodes. That's exactly what she just did. But we found that out, and of course it was the hardest on her. I'm like, I mean, I guess it might be hard for her. It was so hard for me. No. But we found that out, and kind of like something that rocks your world. Like, who would have thought that?
I remember we told y'all.
It wasn't me.
I remember the day we told you and Brianna. Brianna was such an a-hole.
Brianna
was like,
my parents.
Okay.
My parents called us over after work, and I don't live with them. Like, I have my own apartment. So we all met up at my parents' house, and it's like my mom, my dad, and Isabelle, and they're sitting on the couch, and like they just look so like distraught. But we're not an affectionate family. Like, we don't, okay. Yeah, so whenever they're acting like that, we're just like they're playing tricks on us, whatever. Cause Isabelle just had a bad cough. Like, she just had a bad cough, and we were always just like, shut up, like, stop coughing, shut up. And so they kept taking her to the doctor for this cough. And so my mom was like, oh yeah, it's about Isabelle, like, I need you to come over quick. And so we all go to the house, and we're sitting there. My mom was nervous to tell us, and my dad was like, he was just quiet. He was like, I'm not saying it. And I think you didn't want to tell us, did you?
I didn't want to tell you because I was going to cry.
Yeah, so she didn't want to tell us because like she was going to get emotional. And so my mom was like, okay, fine. Like,
I said, you're the one.
I'll tell y'all. And like my mom, if you know anything about my mom, she's like over dramatic. So I was just like, this is so stupid. Like, I'm so tired. Why am I here? I just got off work. And she's like, so Isabelle has Hodgkin's lymphoma. And me and Brianna are sitting there like, I don't know what that is. Is that like another name for the flu? I don't know what that is. And so she's like, yeah, she's stage 2A. And then I was like, wait, 2 stages? What do you mean? What is that? And she was like, yeah, it's like a form of cancer and all this stuff. And so for me, I'm like, I'm the most emotional one out of the whole entire family. So I just kind of like sat there and I was like quiet. And I just kind of like looked down like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. If you cry, she's gonna get scared. She's gonna know it's a bad thing. Like, don't cry, don't cry. If Isabelle's not crying, why are you crying? So I just like sat there, I didn't cry. And then Brianna is sitting there like this.
Okay. She was like.
She just like didn't care. And then we were like, she was like, so? And then we were like, Brianna, like, are you human? What do you mean so? And then she just like started giggling. She was like, whatever, like.
She started laughing. Oh,
she started laughing.
That made me so mad. I was like, why are you laughing?
She was just like, she started like laughing. And Brandon's the kind of person where she's just really awkward.
She laughs in nervous situations.
Like when she gets nervous or something, like she'll laugh because she doesn't know what to do. So it was just like bad timing because we were all sitting there in silence. And then she started just like giggling. And she was like, so what? Like, it doesn't matter. And we were like,
what do you mean?
I don't think you can say that. Like, I don't think you can say that, Brianna. But Isabelle was like starting to get emotional. And she was like, you know what, Brianna? Screw you, man. Screw you. And then I was sitting there like, don't cry, don't cry. So it was just a bunch of stuff. But that's how we found out. But anyways, back onto the topic of your question. Once we found that out, I would come back home and I would cry to my roommate, Nick. He's also my best friend. I would cry to him and I would tell him, that just breaks my heart. Like, why did I get to graduate? You know, she's not gonna have a normal senior year. She's not gonna get to do anything. Like, yeah, I thought that, man. I know it was the hardest on her, but to have somebody that you're really close to and is also like my little sister, I just feel like I couldn't help her in that situation because she was going through something I couldn't give her advice on. So I just felt really, really like helpless. Nick actually, you know, he told me, he was like, what's you being upset gonna do about it? And I was like, you just don't understand. Like, I just have emotions. But he was like, no, Jasmine, for real, like, what is being upset gonna do? And so I thought about it and he was completely right. And that has changed my life since with a lot of different things that happened in my life. So now, instead of, you know, me going over to the house and me crying with Isabelle, telling her like how bad I feel for her, we just went over there and we like laughed and we were like, we just started making jokes. Like, we started going back to exactly how our family was, which is making fun of each other. So we started, I don't want to say we, but me, I started calling Isabelle Mr. Clean.
I'm not bald. I'm not bald.
She's not bald. But I was like, oh yeah, like she's gonna lose her hair. She's gonna look like Mr. Clean, who's completely bald. But we just like, we took this negative situation and we found a way to laugh about it. So I think the way that I stay positive in situations is to just know that whatever it is you're worrying about, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm not saying cancer is not that big of a deal. I'm just saying that
it could be worse.
It could be worse. Like, it definitely, any situation that you're in could definitely be worse. And I think the way that you handle the situations you are given will say a lot about you. Remain positive, because if you're anything like me, I would prefer to be in a good mood and to be laughing and smiling versus crying thinking that my life is completely over, because it's not. You gotta be your own source of happiness. You can't let anybody else be your source of happiness, because that's where you'll go wrong. Hold on, my roommate's calling. Hello? What'd you say?
What?
What'd you say?
I said, hey, what up?
Hey, what up, Nick? Alright, do you want to say anything to the video? You're on live.
Follow me on Instagram and do the
They actually don't want to hear from you.
like, comment, and subscribe to Jasmine's channel.
Oh yeah, did you hear that? That's good stuff, Gage. Gage said to like, comment, and subscribe. So that's good information. So that's all the questions that I was given. I hope you learned something about me. I felt like I just kind of like gave advice to people. Not really. But my name is Jasmine. And I'm gonna start to do this. I'm gonna do this, you know, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna commit to this. Another thing that I want to kind of like, I guess, tell y'all is that I'm not really gonna post videos like this, which is like this, I consider like just sitting down in front of a camera and talking for this length of time. Like, I'm not gonna do that. The videos that I plan to put out is going to be vlogs, so it's gonna be a little bit about me and my life, my friends and family. I just wanna capture those genuine moments and like make you guys laugh. So I don't wanna sit here and bore you guys with just me talking for 10 minutes straight or 20 minutes straight or however. I want to vlog and I wanna show y'all what I do, and just hopefully it does entertain y'all. So that is my goal, is to entertain. So I hope that from here on out I get to create content that does entertain you guys, and I'm really excited for this new journey. I'm excited to do this. I have been saying I was gonna do this for a long time now. So I'm getting the guts to do it. I'm ripping off this band-aid of fear and I'm gonna go for it. And if you don't like me, and if you don't like my videos, I am the most emotional one out of my family, so tell one of my sisters, because they won't care, but I will cry. But that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you didn't like it, I dare you to still hit like. If you do like it, I dare you to hit like also. But anyways, that's it. We're gonna go get wings. I promise that was just the chair. Like, don't overreact.
Ew, Jasmine's farting.
Stop. You know how I feel about that. Don't say that. But we're gonna go get wings. That's Isabelle. That's the one that has